Hello everyone, and thanks for hanging out with me. Today again the topic is the smart number one, or #1 as smart wants it to be called. I have a few more information that I got via email from Smart, and also what I found on the website. And today I was at a different dealership here in Passau, at a Mercedes dealership, and they had the Bravos edition, and I looked at the infotainment system a bit more about things that I missed in the last video. Let's go into the email that I got. And by the way, I have millions of other questions, and I asked Smart, the press team, if they can have someone that can answer all the questions I have, maybe in a little online interview or something. We'll see what they say. But in the email that I got is that the pre-order process was extended. Before, it was stated that pre-ordering should stop in the mid of December, and then the final order, your real order process, should start. But it seems like that the website and all the system to order the car is not ready yet, and so they extended the period where you can pre-order. The launch edition is sold out, so the three versions that are still left is the Pro Plus, the Premium, or the Brabus version of the smart number one, and it is extended till January 16th, and then from the January 17th to 25th, the people who pre-ordered the car can also order the car. So pre-bookers can order the car. No one else can order a car yet. The normal orders can start afterwards. So if you didn't pre-order a car, so that means you can order one from the 25th on, and if you pre-ordered one, you can do it earlier and get an earlier car. That's the whole thing behind it. And from the 25th also, delivery should start for the launch edition. There were 1,000 cars in Germany, I think, and it's already sold out. We'll see how many cars come in the first time, how many ships are coming. These are all questions that I wanted to ask Smart. I found a few other things that were interesting on the website. I saw that the turning circle is stated with 11 meters, and the interesting part is, where I'm not sure if this is correct, because on the Brabus edition, on the all-wheel drive, it also says 11 meters, and usually all-wheel drive means less turning circle, so a higher number, but it doesn't say so. Then I already have seen that there's a park comfort mode, a sleep mode, refresh mode, pet mode, car wash mode, where the windows close and the mirrors fold in. And I've seen the car wash mode I haven't seen in the car, but the other ones, we'll look at it in the video in a second. Then in the Hello Smart app, that I don't know when it launches, also questions, you will see the range, the state of charge, the location of the car, the tire pressure, the tire temperature, the seat. You can of course adjust the temperature in the car, so turn on the heat or the AC, and adjust seat and steering wheel heater. And this is another point, because today in the car I have not found in the Brabus edition, and a week ago in the Premium edition, a steering wheel heater. So I don't know if this exists in Europe. I don't know. Then I have seen that there's a service package with the smart number one, service and parts, so even brakes and stuff, for 3 years and 45,000 kilometers. Assistance, so if you break down, to 8 years or 160,000 kilometers, and an extra warranty. Here in Germany we have 2 years usually on cars, or everything, that's 2 years, and here you get a year extra warranty, up to 2 years, unlimited kilometers. And then another warranty thing on the high voltage components, so I don't know, the wiring and parts where the high voltage is in. So the high voltage control unit, the motors in the Brabus edition, is 8 years, 160,000 kilometers, and on the high voltage battery, also 8 years, but 200,000 kilometers. That's what I have seen on the website. And now let's go and look through the video that I filmed today with my phone in the car. I'm here in the Brabus edition. Let's look, this is the English version you have here. Then of course drive mode, you have the Brabus as well. That's new. Then up here in the range and good to go, you can press and you can see the tire pressure and the tire temperature, and condition is good and everything. Up here on the right you can set that in your location where you are, what weather is you have, what temperature, and then of course how the air quality is. And up there what you've just seen, I go back, and humidity also, I haven't seen that. And up there is your Wi-Fi access, your Bluetooth and everything, your mobile connection, and then sound. You can have, like in Android, different volumes for different things in your system. That looks pretty good. Here on the main thing where you have your this sphere, you can have a view. Let's go back. You have here your navigation, the next charger, next parking, and here the go home button. But then up here we go into energy. I have seen this button here, charging temperature. Yeah, I thought maybe this is the battery warming if you go to a charger, but it says to ensure that the temperature of the high voltage battery is within a reasonable range, the system will periodically measure the battery temperature and regulate the energy provided by the charging device. In the German translation, it says it a bit different. It says that it wants to keep the battery at a good temperature for charging, and will take that energy from the charger, so that the charger is providing the kilowatt to heat up the battery so you can charge great. So this doesn't sound like you're driving along, press the button and your battery is being heated up. It sounds like more it's just for charging. When we go into the scheduling, it says battery warm up. So the battery temperature will be adjusted before the charging schedule begins in order to optimize the charging efficiency and battery performance throughout your trip. So that means you have your charging schedule that tomorrow at 8 AM you are at 80%, and when you put in battery warm up, it will warm up the battery if you do a long trip, that you have full power, full region, and maybe on that trip you have a good warmed up battery to charge. I don't know how strong it heats it up, with what power and at what temperature. Also questions for smart. Then we have trip A, that you cannot reset, is last charge and last drive, but trip B you can reset. Then in the settings you have your power steering. That can be, we did that individual to the drive modes, but it can be. By the way, the passenger, changing the position of the passenger seat if there's no one sitting, that worked today in this car. Yeah, you can move the car around in your display, works pretty well. And here in the Brabus you have that virtual engine sound that you can turn off. You have it in smart, original or classical, whatever that is. But we'll check it out if I really buy the car, but it sounds more and more interesting, I have to say. The display can be in day, so in bright, or so dark mode or not dark mode, they call it day and night. You can be adjusted by the car, or you can do it yourself, same as for the brightness. I don't know what vehicle backlight brightness is. It's not the ambient light. You have a driver's assistant, you have, we did that, the blind spot detection can be visual or an audio as well. You can have a speed warning, and in safety, we did that in the last video, lane assist and everything, but you can do that better somewhere else. Now this is something that I forgot the last time when I was in the car. Someone in the comments mentioned that you can swipe down and you have additional things that you can do. You can see here fold mirrors, park distance control can be turned off and on, close all windows, open all windows, ventilate, then the windows just open a tiny bit, power off, this means power off the whole car, not just turning off the infotainment system, reading light or the two lights in front, head-up display can be turned off, and if I scroll down there is courtesy light, and I have no idea what that is. And indirect live monitoring. I don't know. Driver exhaust alert is the one. There's a little camera or sensors that detect when you're not looking at the road. You can turn that off in here. And then you have the different modes which I talked today. Entertainment mode. This means if the driver leaves the vehicle temporarily, Smart will maintain the climate and keep the central display, entertainment and other functions active to provide the passenger with a comfortable, enjoyable space. So if you have your dogs in there, if you have someone else in there, or if you stay overnight in there, you can turn it on even automatically when parked, and up to 8 hours. So it will keep the infotainment system on and the climate on. I don't know if you can turn it off. If you press the off buttons, if the infotainment system will turn off, it would be nice. But up to 8 hours. And then we have Eco Plus mode. This just turns off certain power consumption functions temporarily, such as climate, ambient lighting features, and adjust the driving mode to Eco mode to maximize range. So if it's, oh my god, I can't make it, then you turn that on. Energize button mode. Time to refresh yourself. When this mode is enabled, the system will turn on the climate control and ambient light. Please refer to vehicle configuration for details of function. So it's just energize, refresh. Then we have the rest mode. To provide you with a comfortable rest environment, the system will adjust your seat to a comfortable position, set the air conditioner to auto, close the windows and sunshades, and turn off the reading lights. And you get an alarm on. Pet mode. When pet mode is activated, the cabin temperature will be maintained as the set temperature, and the display will keep people informed that your pet is safe. In the German thing, it says that there will be a screensaver so that the pet cannot adjust anything by mistake. Different translation. Why are you not playing? And then underneath you have ambient light that you can change in there. Then to the climate. I looked around what we have. I did not see anywhere steering wheel heater. There's a different setting here. When you go into settings, cabin overheat protection. So if it's too hot, it will automatically turn on the AC. That's awesome. But you have to be careful that you don't leave it on. Forget about it. In the summer, it's 40 degrees in the car, but you're not even in the car, and it will cool down the car and use energy. Auto close window reminder, auto air purification, and reset cabin air filter, because when we go back on the right top, you can see air filter life 99%. I've seen cars with 30% or something, but those were press cars. And here in the AC, in the climate controls, you just set a few things. And by the way, the animation for the fan is increasing when there is a higher airflow, and the flower that's on the bottom will also move in a different way. Then here is on the left and the right, you can see the air quality, external and internally. It says good. Then Smart Air, this function is used to automatically turn on the air conditioning, reduce PM 2.5. I'm guessing that's something in the air that's not good. And improve the air quality in your vehicle. And deodorization. This function is used to open the car windows for ventilation, maximizing airflow and external circulation for effective deodorization. I have no idea what that is. But okay, and then we have again in this thing where you can lane assist. This is the right button down here. And again, I haven't seen it that it's illuminated, but I have seen when you press the auto button that is here on the left bottom. This, when you turn it on, then it has a light function. So there is a light behind it. But in this car, when I was in there, the light was on and I didn't see them being illuminated. I have just a few functions in there. The e-pedal, then that you use less. I'm guessing that regen does not get stronger. It will use the real brakes as well. And I'm okay with that, totally. And then we go to navigation. Yeah, I've tried in the navigation. Oh, a 360-degree camera. Yeah, there's a nice function in there. You have so many different views. See, I had the door open at the dealership there, and there's a yellow, a premium version, and then you can look at different cameras. Really well done. And the great thing is, you can press a button up there, and it is staying in the infotainment system, and you can go wherever you want, have the navigation. You cannot move it around, but it stays in there. How cool is that? It's a great idea, great function. I like that. And then we have the navigation. and in the navigation it said that auto charge station adding is on, but it doesn't do it yet. You will see you can do the voice guidance, by the way, in detail, standard and simple. I love that. Then you just right, left, or light on this road, or light right on the road, what is the number and what everything. And here now you can see the state of charge at arrival, but it says estimated time, but it doesn't add the charges yet, and I don't know which charges it would do. I know when you do the charging, when you are looking for chargers, you can even filter what chargers you can see. And it looks very similar, I've seen it in a different video, than in Tesla with one Lightning Bolt 2 and 3. So I'm guessing AC, 50 kilowatt or high power charger. But really cool things in there. The car seems to be more and more interesting. I can't wait to drive it and see if the suspension is good. And if it is good, then I have to find a way so I can order it and not pay 2 cars at the same time, because Walter should be staying till mid of September, and this car could, if I order a Brabus version, could come at the end of March. That's 6 months. I don't want to pay 2 cars at the same time. We'll see if I can find a way, because that car seems to be very interesting. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.